Welcome to a blockbuster clash between Longobarda and Condors Futsal Club. I believe both teams are having a hit or miss season. Good results from both sides. Longobarda at one point being the champions, or soon to be champions, but has since fallen off from that top spot into, I believe, 4th or 5th now, whereas Condors Futsal Club have been on the rise with a couple of good wins here and there, but I do believe Longo will be the favourites coming here tonight. And also Ben Pizzuto on commentary with me. How are you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing well, Arden. Looking forward to this one. Longo, like you said.
Exciting game, yeah?
Yes, Longo started off like a house on fire and they've really fallen off the cliff over the last few weeks.
I do agree.
Can they bounce back? We'll find out here tonight.
That is the real question here, but Condors will not make that easy. They have shown moments of brilliance throughout the season. Having close results with most of the top 4 teams here, both teams are poised for a win. Starting off the lineups for Longobarda Futsal Club, we've got Bruno Di Gregorio, number 8, Ivan Palermo, number 9, Yusuf Bahraini, number 36, Juan Calderon Barrios, number 1, Jerry Dallas, number 22, Hezari Sharzan, number 31, Lucas Soares, number 27, Vol Odrain, number 26, Shiraz Sachikuma, number 59, Daniel Velasco, number 38, James Hui, number 12, and Doyan Mardi, number 43. For the Condors, we have Claudio Campesuna, number 14, Alejandro Hernandez, number 16, Julian Quintero, number 3, Sebastian Gaitse, number 5, Enrique Anza, number 9, Jose Hernandez, number 2, Juan Marin, number 7, Leo Nakamura, number 6, Matias Urbina, number 17, Marcelo Orellana, number 8, and Christian Castillo, number 11. Now, it will be Barrios to get us back on the way. Di Gregorio now out wide to Bahraini. Soares back to Di Gregorio. Soares is open, shots on for Soares. That's a good save there from the keeper. I believe Condors. The keeper for them is Leo Nakamura. Apologies, no, that is... Yeah, it is Leo Nakamura in goal at the moment for the Condors. Di Gregorio chance there! And what a finish that is! Crazy link-up play there between Di Gregorio and the number 36, Yusuf Bahraini. And what a play that is, just excellent futsal to start the game off here.
What a goal, and what an electric start to this game by Longobarda.
Honestly, hopefully this is more of this to come.
Yes, I'm sure the Longobarda bench and the Longobarda players will be absolutely hoping it continues in that way. What a start, and the Condors
really loud bunch, those players, Longobarda players especially. Bring a lot of spirit and passion into the games that they play.
And coming off last week, I think they ended up losing 7. Well, they've got a chance here. Di Gregorio to Berian, cuts it through. Here's the turnover now. The Condors have a chance on the counter. Oh, move it around a bit here. Here's Anza. Anza might get a shot off, and that's wide. But they went down 7-2 to Cumbria last week, but they were down, I believe it was about 3-2 with a few minutes to go, and then they brought the 5th man out and ended up.
I'd say that was a bit of a tactical misplay there from them, allowing so many critical goals, especially with how tight the ladder's been. The goal difference could be the deciding factor in where you place in the standings, so it is something to watch out for, definitely.
Yes, goal difference is crucial. As you can see, really the top teams have such a good goal difference when you compare them to the rest of the ladder. And right now it's a very interesting ladder. Looking into it as Campisana goes out wide. Chance for the Condors, turnover though. Sasikuma, Berian loses it. A bit of holding there, and the foul will be called.
That's a bit obvious there, Berian.
Yeah, no complaints.
Didn't apply it too well.
No. But yes, as I was mentioning earlier, it's a very tight ladder with Inter a game in hand. If they can win that game, they will go to top with Cumbria in second and the Cobras behind. And there's a bit of a gap that does open up. So the Condors, this is crucial for them here tonight because they're right in that relegation zone. Them beating the Coburn Wolves last week got them out of bottom.
Yeah.
So if they could get some points here tonight, they'll gain a bit of breathing space That's Anza with a shot. That's blocked. Berian, Sassy Kuma. Di Gregorio was initially. Suarez now takes it through the middle, and he takes off with speed. Can he get it through to Sassy Kuma? He can.
Again.
It's going to go in.
Ooh.
Is that across the line? It's not.
It's a goal line clearance there, I think.
How close was that?
I was right on the edge. Di Gregorio now. Back into the middle for Tug. Sassy Kuma, a bit of a pivot play there, but
here's Berian now. He'll go out to his left, finds Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio, nice little ball on the outside of his boot. Suarez. Berian down the line, finds Sassy Kuma. Sassy Kuma now, what will he do? He weighs it up, goes out right, wide left. Ball's turned over by Suarez. Now the counter-attack play by the Condors. They'll move it through. Managed to keep possession. Very nicely done. They'll reset and Campiasano. But it was a very nice bit of play by Castillo. Here's the ball by Castillo. Can that get through? And it's going to be still a Condors ball. That will go out into touch. And it will now be brought back in. And here is Campiasano. Uses Anza. Still a chance. Ball still bobbling around. There's Castillo. Goes all the way out wide right. Turnover now in a dangerous spot. Sharazan is so quick. Bit of holding. Rolling foul will be called. Will it be a goal? It's not. And there's a touch on it there by the keeper. Big save made by Nakamura. As the substitution is made. That was Orellana. I think I mentioned Castillo before, but it was Orellana who was involved, and still the opportunity. And you see the speed of Sharazan causing all sorts of problems there for the Condors defence. And the foul was needed. There's a chance for Di Gregorio. Almost ended up in the back of the net off Sassy Kuma. Turnover now. Anza. Campiasano. Di Gregorio gets a boot in. Back to Campiasano. And now the Condors still building, keeping possession nicely here. There's Campiasano. Sharazan involved. Campiasano uses his body strongly, keeps his feet, gets past Sharazan. Still a chance. Castillo now finish not made. Urbina. The block came in. I think it was Suarez. And it'll be brought back in here by Anza from the corner. Enrico Anza. Can they get that goal back, the Condors? That ball's turned over. Suarez did well. Sharazan involved. And there's another chance. And Urbina. Nice save in there. Right hand on it by Calderon. It's been a pretty frantic start. The last time these two teams played, it was, I think, 3-1 to Longobarda. The tight game, and they scored a goal on Longobarda in the last couple minutes to extend that lead. So if it's anything to go by, tonight's game should be fairly close as well, with a lot to play for both clubs, as we mentioned earlier. It'll be brought back in now. Here's Castillo, out wide, Urbina, turnover. Sassy Kuma now. Di Gregorio. Suarez. Back to Bruno Di Gregorio. He'll use Sharazan with a nice back roll. Suarez, can he get that through? Sassy Kuma. Steadies. All the way back to Sharazan. And Longobarda really trying to control possession. They weren't able to do that last week against Cumbre. And Suarez gets past his man, and that ball's high. And I would now like to welcome Zephyr McPherson to the commentary box here tonight.
Good to be back. What a game it was last time out. 16 goals, so hopefully this one lives up to what we experienced just moments ago. Condors, what a win they had last time out. They've taken themselves off bottom of the ladder. Longo. I think this one will go right down to the wire. I'll sit on the fence. I'll say it'll be a draw. And we'll see what transpires. Ball played through. Deflected out wide. Here's Sharazan. Pass back across. No pressure. Goes astray. Condors side ball. Touch for Hernandez. Battle at pivot. Nothing called. Here's Hernandez again. Urbina, chip ball down the line. Sharazan happy to clear that one into touch. Of course, not sure if it's been mentioned, but Felipe Vera up in the crowd this evening. He's a big miss for Condors. Hopefully see him back in action very, very soon. As he's suffering that suspension that he got last time out against Coburn Wolves. He'll be itching to get back onto the court. Suarez, Sharazan, ball inside. Paloma couldn't control that one. Back on the way, Hernandez. Out wide. Chip ball down the line. Condor's going to keep it in. No, just rolls into touch. Out of play. Back across to Hernandez. Nice sort of switch there. Batons doing well. Bina, Batons, Turbina, great ball movement here by Condors. Hernandez, Batons. Doing really well here, Condors. Can they now break forward? Kamara, little chip ball over the top. Hernandez, can he get there? No, he can't. Longobarda get us back underway. Little ball inside. Suarez. Berrien. Suarez. Berrien. Little ball played through. What an interception that was. Now Hernandez plays it back across. Couture's getting a shot off the bar. Great play there by Condors. Just inches away of equalising the contest. Drain. Doing well here, Longobarda. Building the play up, waiting to engage with the Condors. Halfway defence. Ball here, side ball. Into De Gregorio, into Palermo, got 2 to beat. Hard to do, lovely little nutmeg there. De Gregorio comes sliding in. Brilliantly done. Kamara, ball played out wide. Martinez, Hernandez. Just be careful. Just a bit of a coming together there. Corner ball, Longobarda. To De Gregorio. Berrien. Berrien, toe poke. No deflection. Dolly ball.
Real tight game to start here. As Juan Marin now on for the Condors. He goes out wide left. Palermo coming in on the defence. That'll end up being left by Calderon. And Longobarda look to build. I must say, Longobarda haven't looked like the same team ever since the moment against the Inter Perth when Daniel Robledillo was sent off with that red, the second yellow in fact. And since then he has not been on the court, as well as Facundo Ponce, who I also haven't seen in quite a while. And it's really halted their momentum this season, has it? Now Berrien. He goes to Ordrain. Ordrain finds Di Gregorio, gets it through to Palermo, playing in that target position for Longobarda, creating a bit of structure for them. Berrien back to Ordrain. Continue moving it around well. Berrien, can he get through? And Berrien, if you do remember, he scored one of the goals of the season, if not the goal of the season, against the West Coast Cobras about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And that ball will go out into touch as Ordrain makes the substitution, and on for Longobarda is Dorian Mardi. Here is Berrien, loses it. Chance for the Condors, that doesn't get through. Calderon also had an unbelievable goal earlier this season. It was against Inter Perth from his own goal line, beating Dan Formato, and Berrien can't keep that in. The Condors regain possession. Looks like Anza on the verge of coming on for the Condors. And Campusano here. Campusano goes all the way back. And the Condors rebuild. Castillo. He goes out wide left. This is a nice move. Here's a chance, and there's the equaliser. Julian Quintero beat the defence and finished it off sublimely. And the Condors strike back when they need it the most. And how about that? The Condors coming off their best game of the season last week. And they've come out here tonight against the fancied Longobarda. And they're right in this game. What a goal by Julian Quintero. Here is Sassi Kuma out to Sharazan, and never looked likely on that attempt. And the Condors will reset. Nakamura in goals. Here's Campusano. He will use Marin instead. Marin takes off. He'll go out wide to his left. And now the momentum is in the favour of the Condors, and just behind Anza. And we will go into a timeout now. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this first half, and we have got a lot of futsal action here to come from this game. Obviously, the Condors did get their first win of the season last week, but they weren't able to. In fact, Enrico Anza is the only Condor to have made the team of the week last week. So can he come out here tonight and put in another strong performance? Longobarda were unable to register a place in the team of the week for last round, as both teams just regather themselves, looking to talk a bit of strategy and set themselves up for a big 10 minutes to come. The Condors are right in this game, and they will remember, as I mentioned earlier, that they were not far off Longobarda when they played them earlier in the season. And Longobarda earlier in the season were a different beast. They were running through everyone. And whilst they have fallen away over the past few weeks, they are back into it. And we're about to resume from that timeout, and we've got an exciting 10 minutes of futsal to come.
Exciting indeed. Condors, can they get the equaliser here? An effective timeout being called. Couldn't understand what they were saying. It wasn't in English. We get back underway. Back out wide, Campusano, ball inside. Marty breaking at speed. I believe this is his first game of the season. Good to see him back. Haven't seen him in the men's top flight since Spearwood Lions. Last couple summer seasons back. Sasakuma. Played through. De Gregorio. Sasakuma. De Gregorio. Ball played through. Now intercepted. Chip ball down the line. Can Marty get there? No, he can't. Rolled into touch. Campusano. Inside. Great pressure. Sharazan inside. Sasakuma. Marty. Building beautifully. Nice shot there. Kamara saves well. Ball chipped through. There's Campusano. Ball down the line. Orlena gets the shot off the post by Orlena. Sasakuma asking for the foul. Nothing called. Little ball played through, but Longobarda didn't collect that one. De Gregorio. Sasakuma couldn't control that one. Nice little ball down the line. Castillo doing well. Finds the ball out wide. That's a delightful switch of play. Gets the shot away. Wide, just wide. Back in possession now. Fires chip ball down the line. Intercepted side ball. The hospital pass that De Gregorio controls well. Ball inside. Doing well. Great play here by Longobarda. Ball to the back post. Well cleared away from danger. Enza did brilliantly. Gregorio again. Little ball to Sasakuma. Campusano clears that one into touch. De Gregorio. Nice little switch of play there. Dallas asking for the foul, nothing called. Dallas did just enough. De Gregorio. Sasakuma. Shot just going wide. Nakamura happy to see that one into the side netting. Nakamura, Campusano, Castillo. Ends up, nice little hold-up play, twisting and turning, but eventually loses out with the ball. Longobarda to just slow things down here. Sasakuma. Gregorio. That's a delightful ball played through. Nakamura came out sliding. Wins that one well. Ends up Castillo. Campusano. Ball played over the top, but Enza just couldn't control that one into touch. What a match we've seen here at Condors. Obviously started the season so poorly, but after last week, full of confidence, finishing the year strong. Here's Dallas. Delightful little bit of skill there. But let's go. Has to chip it over the top though, out of play. Campusano. Had that one just out wide. Ends up. Nice little ball played through, but well defended. Sasakuma drops it in for Dallas. Dallas. A little switch of play. Dallas finds position of the ball. Let's go. Condors just happy to drop back here, wait for their moment to win back possession. And there they do.
Here's Nakamura to bring it back in for the Condors. And as it was mentioned earlier, Felipe Vera missing for the Condors. But last week when he did go out with that red card, is that long ball might have got through. Has it? It has. Chance. And it's just wide Orellana. But when he did get sent off last week, there might have been a bit of a turning point in the Condors season, because whilst all might have seemed lost, losing their talisman, they bounced back immediately and ended up taking down the highly fancied Coburn Wolves. And they've got no Vera here tonight, but can they continue and go back to back? The Condors, as now they look to set up. That was Gatons, in fact, not Orellana earlier. Here is Gatons. Goes out wide, brilliantly controlled on the spin by Castillo, but now it's lost. Chance, Sassy Kumar gets a shot off. Massive save by Nakamura. And the Condors survive. Chance against Suarez. And they survive again. Gatons this time getting the block in. Suarez to bring it back into play. That's Velasco with a touch in. Suarez now. Out to Velasco, he's got space. He'll go back to Suarez. Suarez with a shot, and that looks like it was off of Gatons. In fact it is. So it's going to be a Longobarda ball to be taken now. With a chance to score, here is Jerry Dallas for Longobarda. Here's Dallas, who just didn't keep his eye on the ball there and lost it. As off go Longobarda, the Condors on the counter. Now reset. Christian Castillo goes out to Gatons, back to Castillo. What can they set up here? Sassy Kumar coming in defensively. Gatons cuts it through the middle. Dangerously turns it over though. Suarez. Chance for a counter. Dallas is there. Nice defense. Going to end up with Urbina. Urbina takes his time, taking it on Sassy Kumar. Sassy Kumar gets a boot in there, getting the stop. And it will be brought back in. Looks like it will be Alejandro Hernandez to bring it in. Hernandez leaves it for Gatons and almost found the head. Wasn't far off there, was Urbina, but just out of his reach and goes straight by him. Now a chance. Can Longobarda take the lead? Suarez beats his defender and almost beat Nakamura, but just high. And wide right, in fact. And a big opportunity goes begging for Longobarda. And the Condors now. Gatons. Out wide, can't get it in. It's going to be a Longo ball. Here's Berrien. Berrien back to Suarez. Suarez goes all the way out right. He'll get it back here now. Berrien now. 3 minutes and just over remaining in this half of futsal. Sassy Kumar resets to Suarez. Suarez has space. The Condors setting up defensively quite well at the moment. Nakamura, as both teams have, it's still 1-1. So both teams have been exquisite in the defensive game. As Hernandez Miscommunication there with the Gatons, and it will be a Longobarda possession with the captain, Bruno Di Gregorio, coming back on for them. And here he is, immediately into the play. Berian, back to Di Gregorio. Can he get that through? No. Strong defensive hold up there by Hernandez, but Longobarda still get an opportunity. Di Gregorio might end up on the end of this one. He does. Gets it through to Sashi Kumar. In fact, he doesn't. Turnover, and he smashes that away. It is Di Gregorio, but that shot wasn't really close. Hernandez now. Hernandez to Marin. Marin now on for the Condors. Hernandez, can he beat the defense? He can, but he can't keep it in. Berian. Berian finds Di Gregorio. Goes out wide to Ordrain, back to Di Gregorio. Now Berian. Here's a chance for the Condors on the counter, but it's going to be one back by Longo. Palermo goes down, no foul called. Ordrain with a shot, big block. And the Condors have been so strong defensively in this game.
Alejo, primero cierra el centro, que no le pase la pelota al pívot. A ese míralo de lejos.
And Longobarda still moving it through the middle. Di Gregorio, long ball. And last off of Palermo there, playing in that target role. Nice defense by Gatons. Holding up strongly as both teams have all game. You see Facundo Ponce coaching Longobarda this evening. Sassy Kuma was appointed the coach earlier this season, but with Ponce, he's been out for the last few weeks, taking on that coaching role. And he's been a big loss for this Longobarda defense, especially this season. Di Gregorio, long ball, Palermo. And the foul will be called, much to the chagrin of the Condors bench. And they'll have to move past that pretty quickly and set up defensively. Di Gregorio, can Longobarda break through? Long ball, turned over. Gatons on the counter. There's well to control it. And in the end, the turnover will end up with Longobarda. Last touch is off Quintero.
Side ball here, Longobarda, De Gregorio. Chip down the line, no deflection. Side ball, Condors. Little hold up, pressure now coming. Textbook foul there.
Ryan.
See Marin being told, ask for a yellow and you'll be given a yellow. So see if he tests that theory out soon.
Side ball, Longobarda, despite the appeals from Condors bench. Berian, De Gregorio, all inside. Palermo asking for the foul, nothing called. Here's Hernandez. Delightful little ball played through. Past the goalkeeper. And Sharazan happy to see that one into touch. Here's Hernandez. Played through. Nice little switch of play. De Gregorio. All over the top. Palermo losing out. New team find a go-ahead goal for the half's out. 30 seconds left on the clock. Hernandez looking for the 1-2. Berian does well, still in possession. Palermo, can he flick it out wide? He does first time. Gregorio demanding more from his pivot, and Palermo control the ball, hold it up to that better first time ball. One wide, into touch. Palermo. Again, losing possession. Hernandez flicks that one through. 3 seconds on the clock, squaring ball. Keeper spills it. Palermo holds it up, and then there will be the half-time whistle. That little finale there in the half. We'll see you just after this ad break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And we're back here for the final half of futsal for year 2025 for both of these clubs. They are deadlocked at the moment, one apiece. Huge half of futsal to come. Here is Anza, goes back to Campisano, gets a boot on it. Can they get that one through? They can't. Chance there. Anza wasn't ready for it. Well, Bina said so anyway. It'll be a Longobarda ball now. Here is Sharazan. Sharazan to Berian. Back to Di Gregorio, gets it through. Sharazan controls it. A bit too much on the touch though. And defensively in came Castillo. It'll be Calderon to take. Long throw. Can he find Sassy Kumar? Bit of physicality from Campisano, did well defensively. Chance, Sharazan. Can Longobarda get that goal to take the lead? Chance with Berian. Deflection, and Longobarda still have an opportunity. Crisis not averted yet for the Condors. Berian from the corner. Off to Di Gregorio, block made. I believe that was Anza getting a boot in. Berian, Di Gregorio, and it's through! Longobarda hit the lead here at Subiaco. And they've fought so hard for that goal since the Condors equalised. And Bruno Di Gregorio, the goal scorer, and they just managed to roll past everyone. No height on the shot, but managed to not catch any defenders on the way through. As now the Condors are back down by a goal as they were earlier this evening. Here is Castillo. Campisano, Urbina. That'll be off of Berian, strong defence. Castillo now. Tried to get it to Anza, couldn't, but he'll end up back with it. Still going Castillo. Sharazan, delightful defence. Sassy Kumar, Berian. Now he'll make the move forward. Resets to Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio can't get it through, turns it over. Urbina now. He'll get it back. Orellana, in fact. Chance, but big save by Juan Calderon. And they take off again to Longobarda. Berian. Nice little move on Castillo, but resets to Di Gregorio. Can you get that through to Sassy Kumar? Great ball. Still the chance for Longo. Berian. Di Gregorio. Through, chance, and Sharazan just found the inside of his boot. What an opportunity that was. Here's Orellana down the line, finding Anza. He wants it back, Anza. The Di Gregorio there. Berian now. Now reset. Here's Sharazan. Di Gregorio. Finds Berian. Goes back to Sharazan, now out wide to his left. Finding Di Gregorio. Can he get that one through? Orellana's there. Campisano now. Orellana. And pretty frantic first couple minutes to this second half. Campisano with a chance. No foul call. He wanted it. It looked like there may have potentially been a bit of contact, but none called.
I don't know about that one, Ben. I think that might have been a foul.
Definitely debatable, could have been called. And a chance! And almost the equaliser there.
Longobarda really putting the heat on and the pressure for Condors. Nakamura gets us back underway.
Here is Orellana. Orellana goes out to Campisano. Campisano now back to Orellana. Back with Campisano. And Castillo now, what can he do? Here we go back to Orellana. Orellana now through. Chance for Unzar and no one there. Nice idea, nice ball. But couldn't get it done. Could the Condors? Not far off. Definitely an opportunity. Now, Longobarda starts to build, and on comes Dorian Marty for them. He might get it here. He won't. Di Gregorio, Suarez, now Marty. Goes back to Suarez. Now Di Gregorio and Longobarda looking to build. The Condors need to find a way to bounce back. And you think if they're going to score a goal, it's going to be from that counter-attack game. With Longobarda, they've been really controlling the ball well. We did take a look at the halftime stats, and it was fairly even across the board, but the 18-10 shot count for Longobarda was the main difference, and now they do have that 1-goal lead. As pass you over to Zephyr McPherson to continue.
Big introduction that, Ben. Chip ball down the line. Little back roll, Castillo, Campisano. Loose pass, can Nakamura keep it in? No, he can't. Sort of trips on the ball. Here's Marty. Di Gregorio goes inside, Sasakuma, what a save that is! Kamara, beautiful. Sees that one out for a corner. Di Gregorio on the line. Suarez goes for the shot. Oh, deflected. Was deflected, pretty obviously corner. Africa Malaco. That's where he points. Di Gregorio, Suarez, Marty, little touch. Suarez, Sasakuma. Control that one. Back underway here, Condors. Castillo. As well, Sasakuma, Marty. Little hold up, Di Gregorio, Sasakuma, Di Gregorio, Suarez. Nice ball movement here from Longobarda. Oh my word! What a goal to make it 3 for Longobarda. Can't wait to watch this replay back. Let's have a look. Just some beautiful ball movement, little chip and bang. Bang, bang, 3-1 Longobarda. Can Condors respond almost immediately? They were looking the better side heading into half-time, Condors. A flurry of chances, but Longobarda straight after half-time. Flexing their muscles. 2-goal lead now. Such a strong bench. Always a strong player coming on when they rotate around. And a win here would be huge for them. Bit of confidence leading into the summer break to finish off the year. Ball just runs out of play there. We do have a look at that ladder. A win for Longobarda. Put them 1 point behind Cobras, who are still yet to play tomorrow night. They come up against Furia, which is always a close encounter. So some good pressure on that top 3 with a win here. But still plenty of time left to go, and a loss here for Condors. At the moment, they would be tied on goal difference, so I'm not sure if they would go into last place. think it would then go to another criteria. Along the line. Great pressure here. Done brilliantly. Look at the back roll. Just wide. Longobarda on fire now. Played wide. Hernandez chips that one through. Hold up, resetting play. Little chip ball over the top. Palermo does well. Now they're looking to break. Jane, but that sliding challenge is out for side ball. Palermo obviously looking for the shot here. Touch. Shot deflected and Condors look to break. Coming at pace, what a challenge. Seen into touch. Little chip ball over the top, shot just wide of the target. Palermo, nice little hold up play, resets, but then the pass. Just didn't find its target. Condors have an opportunity now. Side ball here, Condors. Hernandez steps over it. Little ball and well saved. No save. It's well left there by Calderon. It's played back underway. Ball or drain. Berrien. Let's go. Ball played through. Palermo holds it up well. Still going. Squaring ball. Out for a corner. To the ball inside.
Back him up.
Slip ball through, and Condors are looking to break, but it's just even better defended by Longobarda again. Looking unstoppable in this second half. Ball out wide. Drain, Berrien, back to a drain. Losing out, Condors again look to break. Switcher plays on, that's where the ball goes. Delightfully in front of the runner, back to Hernandez. But look at Longobarda, get back to that compact diamond. Break it down. Look at the pressure here. Nakamura is forced to go long. Oh my word! Almost. A little touch. Supportable. Shot there, blocked well by Berrien. This ball played wide. Or drain. Let's go. Berrien into Palermo. Holds it up well. Looking for the turn. Couldn't do so. Berrien sees that one out of play as the timeout's called for Condors. We'll be back in just a moment.
And we are back to finish off this evening of futsal. We saw an unbelievable 8-8 tie to start the night, and this one's more of a defensive slog fest, but still tight, and Condors still are in this game, so they have the opportunity to, they can get the next goal, work their way back into it. That won't help over there in that far flank. It's going to be a Longobarda ball. Berrien, can he get that through? He can. Palermo goes all the way along, and Longobarda will be happy to park the bus for a while and just steady the ship, not take any unnecessary risks. Just as I say that, Palermo almost founds the back of the net. Just catches side netting, but they're looking well in control here, are Longobarda. And one goal for Longobarda right now would put Furia off the bottom of the ladder, at least until their game tomorrow night against the West Coast Cobras. But Furia will be watching this game eagerly. Right now they are tied last on goal difference as well. So the Condors will look to get one back, even if it's just for that. But the 3 points is still very much up for grabs. Here is Berrien. Di Gregorio, long ball. Marin gets a head in there. He'll bubble around a bit. Hernandez involved. Nagatons, foul call there on Berrien. And that is the first foul for this half for either team. And the Condors now have an opportunity to get back into this one. Anza looking likely to take. Just a bit of discussion here with Marin. Marin leaves it, little back roll, and out of the reach of Anza. I think Anza wanted it on his right, and yeah, found himself on the opposite boot. But the Condors still have possession. Hernandez, high ball to Anza, controls it well, and that's last off Gatons. So to be brought back in by Sharazan. Berrien, almost a bit of a loss of control there, but it worked well for him. Ball ends up back in defense for Longobarda. Di Gregorio to take. We're approaching the halfway point of this game. This is the exact score that it was the last two times these teams met. It was Longobarda as well, getting the chocolates in that affair. And the Condors will be looking to rewrite history and not let it happen again. Here is Hernandez. Out to his left, finding Anza. Anza now goes through, but out of the reach of Hernandez. Nice idea, execution not there. Sharazan to Di Gregorio. Berrien crosses the face of goal dangerously. Sharazan loses it. And it will be a Condors possession. If they could have pounced onto that, just went between Hernandez and Anza, they would have had a chance, the Condors. But they still do now. Marin. Marin goes the opposite direction now, finding Hernandez to Anza. Anza, big shot, and that's high. Bit of a wasted possession there, but of course worth the shot when you've got someone who has the boot of Anza. Anything can happen. Here is Berrien, Sharazan high ball, straight into the roof. And Campisano picks up, rolls it to Marin. And now a chance again. Here's Castillo, is it? Shot! And that's wide. In fact, yes, it was Castillo. Big chance there. That went wide left. Now Longobarda. Go the other direction. And nice defensive play there by Christian Castillo. Suarez to take. About center court on the broadcast flank. Chance for Sharazan. He's quick. He cuts it to his right. Gets it through Suarez. Has he turned it over here? He hasn't. They'll keep it Longo. And now they won't. So Good play defensively by the Condors, winning the ball back, and they need the next goal. They've got to go now. Still plenty of time, but they don't want to wait too long. Nice little move by Castillo. Now goes the opposite direction. Finding Campisano, gets it back to Castillo. Who goes down? No foul called. Sharazan now. This is a lot of space for him, and it ends up back with Nakamura on the attempted pass to Sassy Kumar. Campisano to Marin. One Marin. Castillo. And the play is stopped. Looking like just a bit of cleaning up needed to be done on the court. As you will see on the camera. A bit of cleaning up going on, so we'll be back with you very shortly. It'll be a Condors possession. About to get back underway here at Subiaco. 8.5 minutes remaining. That ball bounces around. It's going to end up back with Longobarda. Now is Sassy Kumar. Keeps it in well. Marty. And that might have just gone out. And that is the decision. Here is Campisano. To Marin. Castillo. Long shot. Calderon. And that'll go out. Di Gregorio. Suarez gets it through. Turnover. Campisano did brilliantly on the tackle. Castillo out to Anza. Di Gregorio big defensively.
Have you scored this season? Have you scored this season?
As Anza will bring it back into play. Chance there. Block on the Castillo shot. Campisano. Marin. Still a Condors ball. The Condors are pressing, and they have been for the last 2 minutes. Here's a chance. Here's Marin. To Castillo. Blocked by Sassy Kumar. Campisano again. Slow ball eventually finding Castillo with a big shot. Sassy Kumar with a block. Di Gregorio. And the Longobarda defense having a hard time winning the ball back, but they've done a brilliant job defensively, only conceding the 1 goal so far in 33 minutes of futsal. Here is Castillo. Long ball, and that will now be back with Longobarda.
Side ball here, Longobarda. Gregorio. And then switch ball, played across Sasakuma. Across to De Gregorio. Sasakuma. Suarez. Delightful play. Look at the ball movement here by Longobarda. Marty, De Gregorio. Little chip ball through. Campisano. Strong little shoulder to shoulder there. He gains possession for his side. Another line, Castillo wins the side ball. Over the back post, and De Gregorio sends that one out for a corner. Another shot into the D. Well defended. Marty using his physicality strong, and it goes back to Kamara. Ball played through Castillo out wide. They do well, Longobarda. They let them have the ball, then they just pick their moment when to press. They look to win back possession. They're controlling this game well. 6:20 on the clock. We want to concede now. Like, look at that. Marty coming across, ball played through, and again, Longobarda doing brilliantly. Ball played across. Takes it down the line. Suarez doing well. Finds Marty, asking for the foul. Given. Any card given? No. Free kick here, Longobarda. Just a wet patch on the court. Get that cleaned up. Your phone. Focus on the game. So a yellow card there for Castillo. People are asking why were they wiping the court when the ball wasn't. Well, that's not how it works. If there's a wet patch on the court, all of it needs to be dried to remove any hazard for the match for anyone that runs in that area. Back underway though. Castillo, Campusano, Topo, well saved. Hold on. Still in place. Still needs a touch.
And Campusano to bring it back in. Chance still for the Condors. Orellana waiting in the wings for this chance, and he will take the shot. Blocked by Suarez. Orellana again, similar type of shot. Block made. Campusano, nice little move. Kicks the ball, Anza loses it. And yes, they couldn't score on that occasion, but they still do have the ball here, the Condors. And on is Berian for Longobarda. Here's Orellana. Campusano. Campusano gets it through. But now the turnover, Orellana is there. Can't keep it in came Marty. And it'll be brought back in here by the Condors. Big chance. Orellana block again. And Orellana has had a few of those chances. He just can't quite get it past that wall. Now they'll try something different. Nice move by Castillo. Catches the crossbar. What a chance. And that would have changed the whole complexion of this game. But Longobarda escape. And they still hold that 2-goal lead. As a couple substitutions made for either team. Condors looking to get back into this one. Longobarda looking to shore up this victory. And here it is brought back into play now. The game is restarted by Velasco. Here he is again. Chance now, the Condors on the counter. Can they get one back? Anza still going. Orellana goes down. No foul called. And it may have been a penalty if it was called. Sasikuma now. Chance for the immediate reply to that non-call. And the Condors survive. Well done defensively by Castillo. Big block on the Dallas shot. Castillo. Orellana. Has Gatons. And there's a big shove, and it's going to be a yellow. Called against Longobarda. Foul called on Daniel Velasco, and I believe it was the Condors player who went down earlier. I think Orellana. Then it was Velasco who went down, and then Longobarda wanted the call, and Velasco ended up giving a big shove. That's what I saw anyway, so it was a fair card. I think he just had enough. You know, with 4.5 minutes to go, this game is starting to get heated. And now Gatons to take 3 fouls for the Condors. That was the first foul for the half for Longobarda. Gatons goes to Castillo. Now Orellana. Castillo ends up with it again. Nice back roll, finds Orellana. Gatons into Castillo, back to Gatons. Longobarda doing strong defensively. They've been so good all game. Other than that equaliser they conceded earlier, chance. And a big defensive play there by Di Gregorio, stopping the Quintero run. And it was Quintero who scored that Condors goal. Pretty impressive goal, I might add. Here he is. Gives it off. Chance and a big block by the wall of Longobarda. Quintero tried to get it past. Dallas couldn't, and Di Gregorio just comes in with a flying right boot, clearing it.
Well blocked there. Lucky that pass by Di Gregorio went astray, because it would have been a 3v1 for Longobarda. Here's Hernandez, ball down the line. De Gregorio does very well. Being up there for man of the match this evening. 2 goals. And so strong defensively at the back. Ball down the line. Underway, De Gregorio, Barry handball out wide. Dallas tries to beat his man. Here comes Hernandez, little ball inside. Oh my word! Oh! That was a big chance. Timeout now for Longobarda. Back with you in just a moment.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia. Back underway from the timeout. Nice little 1-2, Barry Ann. 3 minutes 30. They've got to get a move on here, Condors. Got a full press. Don't have much time left. Need to go on the next couple to mount anything. Here's a chance. But Barry Ann, oh, that's a challenge. Beautifully executed side ball. Back to De Gregorio, little ball to Palermo, flicked on. Kamara collects that one comfortably. He gets us back underway, ball down the line. Got to try and find Hernandez, that's where it goes. Can they get the switch of play? They can. Beautifully done here by Condors. Palermo, what press by him, asking for the foul. Is it given? It is. Just a bit too much there by Palermo. Beautifully done by Quintero as well. Orellana
asking if the foul couldn't have been a bit further up. Referee says no. Here's Hernandez and Orlando. They go for the back roll shot. Wide of the tug. Holder on, going long. Berrien, has he got the legs to get there? He doesn't. Bit too much on the pass. Kamara. Goes to Gatons. Played through. Well defended once again. It just looks like this Longobarda defence. Since they conceded that first goal, nothing that Condors have brought forward. He's looked to be threatening. Holder on in there, asking for a foul. He went down very easy there. Orlando. Quintero. Longobarda just so compact here. Need more movement by Condors if they're going to threaten that all. Hernandez, little flick inside. Now, Tons.
Here's a chance, 2 minutes to go. Castillo beats Berrien, shot, or he almost tried to find the back post, couldn't get it there. And that will go out into touch. And that's about to be 2 minutes now. Castillo, they've got to score. Gatons, Castillo, under pressure from Sassy Kumar, has to retreat. Now steadies, goes to Gatons. Back to Castillo. Gatons again. Defended by Aldrain. Gets it out to Hernandez. He'll let that run out for a Condors ball. Gatons takes off. They've got to score, and they've got to score urgently. Big save by Calderon. Still a chance, another save. And a double save by Calderon. Stopping a certain goal for the Condors. Unbelievable. 2 monster saves. But danger not averted yet. Now it almost is. Nakamura. He has Hernandez. They've got to score, and they've got to do it soon. It has been done. Still time if the Condors want to get back into this. They're just taking a bit of time now, and they've lost it. Berrien. Castillo fights back and can't win possession back. Quintero there, not happy. It's a Longobarda possession. 1 minute. Coach Ponce telling his troops to steady this ship only a minute to go, and that's not what they would have wanted. Here's Castillo. Off to Gatons, back to Castillo. Berrien, big challenge, wins it. Now Nakamura comes out, off his line. Gatons beats one, gets it through. Hernandez, they've got to slow again. Castillo. Gatons will receive 40 seconds now. They're running out of time, the Condors. Chance, Gatons, big save! Calderon. His left hand stopping a certain goal. Another big blocking now, Gatons again. And Calderon may have single-handedly in this last 20 seconds sealed the game. And hasn't he loved those last 3 massive saves? And I think it's going to be too much now to overcome for the Condors. Sassy Kumar gets it through, but just behind De Gregorio. He'll go back. Turnover though, they didn't need that. Castillo loses it. De Gregorio, can they make it 4? Suarez, Ordrain, and that will do us here tonight. Ordrain goes back. And what a win for Longobarda Futsal Club. We've had a cracking night of futsal, 2 close games, and Longobarda back on track after a couple defeats in a row. So good to see them getting back on the winning side of things, and the Condors They'll look to bounce back next week. They put up a strong fight tonight against a tough team, and it was just fell short in the end. We will be back with you tomorrow night. Zephyr, enjoyed the game?
I did. Very good game.
All right, thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow night.